So in today's video, I'll be using the Maybelline Superstay foundation. It's full coverage. The color that I'll be using is 356 and it is in warm coconut. Now this covers most hyperpigmentation, whether it's caused by acne scars, dark circles, whatever it is that you have, this foundation will definitely do the work. So this is one of the higher end drugstore foundation or product that I recommend for persons who are on a budget. All right, so we are making sure everything is blended in, and as you can see, all scars, all spots are covered. All right, so for highlighting, I'll be using the MAC Pro Conceal and Correct palette in the dark shade. Now, MAC has four palettes, I believe, four concealer palettes, and the one that I'm using, as I said before, is a dark shade palette. I will be highlighting under the eyes, the bridge of the nose, the forehead, the chin, and also the jawline. So now I'm going in with a beauty blender to just ensure that the highlights are blended in. Even though it's makeup, you still want it to look flawless. You want to ensure that there are no demarcations, and the beauty blender works perfectly for me when it comes on to blending. All right, so still using my MAC Pro Conceal and Correct palette. I'm using a darker shade to shade in the areas that I want to contour. Using the BH Cosmetics Slant brush, I think this applies my my contour a little bit more precisely in the areas that I want. So I'm just going in and applying the concealer to the areas that I want to shade in. And once again, the key to makeup is to ensure that everything is blended in. You have to ensure that your makeup is blended. You want your makeup to look flawless, whether it be glam, whether it be simple makeup, whatever it is, you want to ensure that it's blended in. Now I'm going in with a brush this time to buff in the contour. You can use a beauty blender, which I showed you earlier. I'm just showing you the diversity. So whatever you are comfortable with, that is what you can use, whether it be a beauty blender or a brush. So I'm going in and I'm buffing everything into place. Makeup is still supposed to look flawless. Key to flawless is to ensure that you are blending correctly. Blend, blend, blend. You cannot go wrong once you're blending. Now I am contouring my nose. You want that nose to look super snatched and small. I'm using the same brush. You can use a smaller brush if you're comfortable with using a smaller brush to apply the product. And if you realize, I am starting from my eyebrows and I'm taking it all the way down to the side of the nose. And this is just an illusion to let your nose look smaller than what it really is. All right, so we don't have to do surgery. We can just use makeup. Now I'm using a fluffy brush to blend the contour in. You don't want any demarcations, as I said earlier. You want to just make sure that everything is blended. Everything looks normal and everything looks natural. Everything looks flawless. So we are blending, blending, blending. Now, another key technique to makeup is setting your foundation. Here I am setting my highlights with the Sasha Buttercup setting powder. Now this helps to brighten the eyes. It also brings out the highlights that you have put on with the concealer. So it helps to brighten the concealed areas or the highlighted areas. Also, I allow my setting powder to stay and bake, as we call it in the makeup world, until after I'm finished doing my eyeshadow. While I'm doing my eyeshadow, if there's any fallouts, it will fall on the powder. It's easy to clean up after. Here I'm using the Benign Luxury Powder in Dark Cocoa. It came out a little bit darker than I expected. However, I have managed to buff and blend everything to skin like perfection. So so here you see me just blending and buffing everything into place. Now on to the brows. Here I'll be using using the Milani pencil. It's a retractable pencil that has a spoolie at the end, so it makes it super easy to get my brows shaped and stenciled in. However, I'll do a more detailed video for beginners who want to learn how to shape the brows. All right, so we're just going in and shading and shaping the brows to perfection. So onto the eyes. Here I'm applying a transition color. Now, the eyeshadows that I'm using are from the Juvia's Place Warrior palette. Every color that I'm using on the eye is from the Juvia's Place palette. You see that in the upper left hand corner of the screen. Now I'm applying the transition color. This just helps with blending. After that, then I apply the dark brown to create the smoky effect, and then I'll be using a gold shadow that's also a part of the palette, and all three colors will be blended in to create the eye look that I'm looking for. So stick and stay. All right, so for underneath the eyes, I'm using the same dark brown shadow that I use at the corner of the eyes to create the smoky eye. I am just extending that to the waterline. I'm also using a black retractable pencil from Black Radiance just to have the eyes pop a little bit more and to create a little bit more definition under the eyes. Now onto the fun stuff. Here I'm applying the Ardell Naked Lashes, and it's number 423. They have a variety of lashes, but each one of their They are very lightweight and easy to use, especially for beginners. I highly recommend it. You see it in the top left hand corner of the screen. Now I've used a new technique. I've applied the lash glue to the lids and then I applied the lash. Very first time that I'm using this technique, and it works pretty well. Very easy to do. Persons who are doing lashes for the first time, they will find this technique very easy. However, I'll do a separate video on how to apply your lashes. I'm going in with the mascara. I am blending my lashes with the lash strips. I'm also going to put mascara on the bottom lashes just to create a fuller look and to darken the bottom lids as well. After which I will go in with my eyeliner. Now, I normally use a liquid eyeliner to complete my makeup look. You can use whatever eyeliner of your choice. The liquid eyeliner gives me a little bit more precision and definition. So after I have completed my eye makeup, I will be brushing away the excess powder that would have been on my face baking, and I'll be blending everything so all the makeup comes together and looks flawless. For this makeup, I will not be using a blush. I'll be using a highlighter. But as I said before, the key to makeup, or the key to a flawless makeup, is to ensure that everything is blended. You want to ensure all your highlights and contours are blended perfectly. All right, so let's take this up a notch. I'm just going to put a little beauty spot to just finish up this gorgeous makeup look. Yes, I'm actually feeling myself gorgeous. All right, so now to highlighting. I will be highlighting the cheekbones, the bridge of the nose, and the brow bone. Then we move on to the lips to finish up the look. So for the lips, I went very simple. I used a dark brown pencil to outline the lips, and then I'll be using a lip gloss to add the finishing touches to the lips. This look is finally completed. It is flawless, fabulous, and absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much for watching. Please continue to follow my YouTube channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share the video.